Can I get any word at all?
Yes. Ankle.
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 Thank you, ankle.
I can't go to school. No, not today. I just gotta lay in my bed and look out my window today. Because I was running a little too fast. And I slipped on the grass and now my whole dang leg's in a cast. So I'm stuck inside. So I'm stuck inside.
I want to go out on the town, but my dad is bringing me down. I'm like, I want to show off, and Dad, I beg, but he says you can't show your ankles, you can't show any part of your legs. So it's time
You're stuck inside
of a skirt.
Stuck inside.
Oh, it's a rough day at the hospital. So many patients are coming complaining about their ankles, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I am not a surgeon, my friends. I'd rather go home and watch my favorite sitcom Friends. I'm stuck inside the
Yeah. Wow, what fun, everybody. Welcome to Charm Scene.
Yeah.
The most charmingest podcast in all the scene. I am sitting across from the amazing, incredible, broken ankle Lily Ludwig.
And we rearranged the table, so I am once again actually sitting across from the beautiful Austin Packard.
Sam keeps moving us around, and definitely not me rearranging the seats. Speaking of Sam, you might have heard him on the keys there. It's our amazing, incredible music director. It's Sam Scheidler.
That's me.
And keeping the beat, as always, it's the magnificent Chris Ditton on the drums. Woo!
Sick. And I should say, his hair is like majestic right now. Like he's got like a lion's
Jesus-y.
mane.
I was saying
going
it's
on.
like Jesus meets Slash.
As a bald man, I've never been more jealous of that right now. And you may have heard her in that first song there, but we have, as always, an amazing, incredible, charming guest with us today. She is a writer and performer all over the place. Big fan of improv, she said.
Yes, you could see her in Phony Award at I.O. You could see her in a couple different things, including the Holiday Show at Second City.
She plays with Sam on the Second City Touring Company. It's the amazing, incredible. It's Cat McDonnell. Hey. Oh, Cat, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. This is cool.
This
You
is so
have
fun.
such a beautiful, jazzy voice and
Yes.
just a beautiful personality. I'm so glad you're here.
It's
Yeah.
the setup. I can't not. We'll see what happens, but
We got indoor mood today.
It's got a
You can
vibe.
tell.
We're gonna just light some candles
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
I wanna just lay on top of a piano, all three of us.
I'm also next to a large plant or
It's a
multiple.
series of
It's a bunch
plants.
of plants. So
Yeah. We
Serious.
also moved Sam's plants around.
I feel very jazzy.
Do you feel like you're in the room with us? Is this so fun for you?
This is so. There's a plant in the corner. It's green. Kat, one thing I just realized right now, I was like, it's so fun to have you on. My first time I ever met you was when you subbed for my conservatory
Oh my
class.
god.
I think you subbed for Jonald.
I
Teacher
forgot
in
about
the
that.
house.
Yeah, and I was, and I, it's, wow. I can't believe we got Cat McDonnell.
I literally forgot that. I forgot.
I also have
that's-
blocked out most of conservatory.
I think the first time I met you, you were performing in Phony with Austin, and I was like, "That girl's really funny. Hi, I'm Austin's girlfriend."
I remember you in the audience.
Oh,
Yeah, she was the only one there. Times are hard.
Sometimes,
Times
not
are
all the
hard.
no, I
time.
was there with your sister, Austin.
That's true. They were the only ones there. Anyway, here's what we do on Charm Scene. So we've got our amazing, incredible guest, Cat, and we have asked her to bring in a story, something from your time in the arts, from performing, from comedy, whatever that means to you. It can be as abstract as you like. We're then gonna hear it out, talk about it a little bit, pull our favorite bits, and put them all into what we call a metaphorical
Lawnmower.
blender.
Oh, fuck.
It's a blender. And we're going to use whatever's in that blender, we're going to pull it out to use for a fully improvised musical. So
Wait, also someone told us that we should say that the first songs in the episode are also improvised.
Oh, right.
If
Laura
you couldn't-
Hall told
Oh,
us
Laura.
we should put a disclaimer
Was it
at the
really
beginning of
her?
the episode. So hi, Laura, if you're listening. We haven't done it yet. Sorry.
Also, Laura, thank you for thinking those songs were good enough to be scripted. They have all been improv this whole time.
This is such a serious flex, guys.
I
that
forgot it until right now.
Laura Hall has listened
Thank
to
you
our
so much,
podcast.
Laura Hall. If you're
Laura
listening,
Hall has
we
a
love
picture
you.
of us on her fridge. That's not even a joke. That's real.
Hey, we have to do this episode now. Okay.
Okay.
Come see Laura Hall and Lisa McQueen and all of us at Phony at IO. Anyway, okay, so
Uh-huh.
Kat,
Uh-huh.
your story. Well,
Yeah.
you mentioned earlier it might not be a story.
I don't know. Yeah, I
do you
don't know
got?
that I have like a story on hand. But the thing I was ruminating on when you asked about like to share something about performing is when I was in 5th grade. And I should say, too, my sister was in 3rd grade. We went to the same elementary school, and I grew up in London. So this was like a British primary
Oh,
school.
that's right.
And so we did, the year was 2000, and we did a show called Around the World in 1,000 Years. And it was a
Whoa.
musical to a track. And we just did songs and showed songs. Basically, you couldn't even call it scenes. From like the Battle of Hastings through like the plague, through a bunch of wars, and then to the year 2000. And like a thing that I distinctly remember is my sister, who like when I think about performing, I think about my sister more than anything.
Mhm.
Growing up.
What's
'Cause
her name?
Her name's Mary.
Mary.
And she is I'll plug her. She's a performer in New York. She's at like UCB and stuff.
Wow.
But she I remember distinctly she was in this like this song where she had to play an evacuee, and it was like, but they were like, my mom put me on the train to London, my mom put me on, and she was like in a little uniform with the thing, and she's like, it's great to be evacuees. And just the idea that they had these like 3rd graders singing about these big like terrible events.
Yeah.
World
It's
War
just-
II shit.
Yes, and I remember my friend. Yeah, and my friend, like, also in my grade, was like, they did for the Black Plague. They did this song. It was like Black Death from England to London, and it was like a really sexy song. And they put my friend Simone in all this leather, and then she also played Anne Boleyn. And it's like at 5th grade, they were telling her she's like sexy. You know,
I'm sure she was on top of the world.
she was a little nervous.
Oh, never
Oh.
mind.
She
I
was.
feel bad
She's
now.
a model now. I don't know.
Really internalized.
I think.
I remember like when I did dance class or whatever, I was like, I don't want to wear the little like tutu stuff. I want like there was this one time our dance teacher put us in like red and black, and I felt so cool.
Yeah.
I think we had like fingerless gloves, and I was like, I am the sexiest person
I
in the
feel
world.
really cool. Well, and it was weird because like I was not like that. Like I was very awkward, and it's weird for me. Like look at that. Like we did the Wives of Henry VIII, and there was this kid. His name's Rodri, and he was so much smaller than everybody in a grade behind us. But we didn't have any boys in our grade, so Rodri was Henry VIII, and we played the 6 Wives, and like so she was Anne Boleyn because she was so seductive as a 5th grader. But like I was Catherine Parr, like the old one that outlives him, and is like, you know, I don't know. Oh, Henry. You know, and half of us got beheaded, not me.
Sure.
Yeah.
They could write a whole musical about that.
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. All right, everyone. Let's do 6 from memory. Actually.
Wasn't that also like, isn't London Bridge is falling down also about a real event? Isn't that like,
Yeah.
is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Did London Bridge ever fall down? Somebody Google it down.
Great question, and I should know the answer to this. Yeah, I mean, it's had to have, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's there. They must have rebuilt it.
Yeah. I mean,
I
the
actually-
tower. Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry.
Do you
I was
know?
just gonna say, I don't know if this is true, but I heard somebody told me that the original London Bridge is not in London anymore. It was like they tore it down and built a new one. But the original London Bridge was then bought by some like Texas oil mogul, and it's just like on someone's land in the middle of Texas right now.
What?
Whoa.
I don't know if it's true. People don't.
Sounds
Yeah.
unfortunately believable.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna
It
say
does
that's like
sound
the
kind of
most American thing I've ever heard.
I'm gonna buy London Bridge. I'm gonna put it in my backyard.
I'm gonna make it part of my mini golf set.
I'm gonna let birds live in it.
Yeah. If somebody has the actual true story, please comment.
Message us at
Yeah.
CharmScenePod.
Email us or comment on Instagram. I want to know.
CharmScenePod@gmail.com.
Is that real?
That is real. That is
Oh,
a real
yeah.
Gmail.
That's our email.
We've
That's
got a
how we
Gmail.
sent you the information for today.
Oh, cool. It just went to my calendar.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not super tech savvy. I'm not online or anything.
Okay, so we've got fifth grade, sister in third grade. Great to be an evacuee
Mhm.
around the world in 1,000 years. Henry VIII.
I love
London
this.
Bridge.
I love this history angle, but I also love this like. Listen, I don't want to do a music about kids being made to do uncomfortable things, but that is clearly a theme that came out there.
Mm.
Also, I think you and I, Austin, would be like the worst people to have a history podcast.
I'm so good at history.
We could just make up stuff.
I'm very bad at history.
Oh, okay.
I know very little.
I
about
know
history.
no American history.
I know very. Oh, really? Oh,
Yes.
that's right. Because you went.
Well,
to,
it's so
yeah,
short. We don't even have 1,000 years.
That's true. Yeah.
We don't even
Yeah.
have 300.
yeah, and we're living it now.
I think 250 is next year.
Is that true?
Yeah. Or no, 2 years. 1776, 2026. That would be 250, right?
Maybe. Yeah. I like this history angle, but I don't know what to do with it yet.
Mm.
I think maybe we just need to explore the history of a fictional country so we don't offend anybody.
Oh.
Now, the history of London.
I was in London somewhat recently, and I was gonna like try to have a really good, like, we had a day off between shows. I was gonna have a good like sightseeing day,
Mhm.
and it was just miserable. So I wanted to go sit in a pretty library and just journal. I was like sad and I wanted to write stuff down. And so I saw this library on Google, and it was like an hour walk. I could have taken the train, but I was like, it's a nice day, I'll walk. And I got there, and the guy was like, this is a members only library. If you want to go to a public library, there's one a 10-minute walk away. And I was like, fine. So I walked to the other library. In that 10 minutes, the most torrential downpour of rain happened. I was completely soaked through. Anyway, I went to that library. I journaled for a little bit, soaking wet. And then I went and bought rain boots at a giant Primark. And there was a Greg's in the Primark. And I just sat there wet eating sausage rolls. And I told And so I told my friend who is from West London originally, I was like, I meant to have like a really London day. And he was like, you did.
Mhm.
You were sopping wet and sad inside a Greg's, inside a Primark. You nailed it.
That's what I was gonna say. I love the rain. I love like glue. Like I feel most comfortable in the rain. I feel most comfortable like clouds. A lit like 50 degrees and cloudy.
You're kind of like that too, Austin.
Yeah.
I don't understand that at all. 84 Fahrenheit.
Too hot for me.
No.
Too hot.
No. Hi, this is now a chat podcast. Welcome to the first episode of Chat Scene. No, okay. I think I got an idea.
Okay.
I think I know where we can take this. I got an idea. Okay, I want to know more about this Texas man who's buying pieces.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so I want to open on a sprawling, massive backyard
Okay.
in Texas. There's a man. His name is Brunson. Brunson is rich from old oil money, and he has collected so many giant trinkets that fill his entire backyard, historical trinkets from around the world. And we go now. Brunson is having a bit of an open house. He's invited people over to explore his backyard and all the wonders of the world that he should not have, but he is showing off all the same.
Take a look at all the treasures that I have ripped. Did you know that there were originally 4 great pyramids of Egypt? There's 3 now because the last one is in my backyard. I also stole the London Bridge and the 6th Great Lake. What, like it's hard?
How can he afford this? How can he afford this? over there? Could it really be the Statue of Goddamn Liberty? And what's that there that I do see? It's an ancient tomb just for me. Well, I'm gonna go inside and see what I can find. See if anything's been left in there, been left behind. Will he notice? I don't know. He's got so much going on. How can he afford this? How can he afford this? How can he afford this? How can he afford this?
Hey Brunson, it's me, your banker. I stopped by to talk to you.
Okay.
I wanna know if we're investing in anything today, my friend.
Yeah, well, I got some drafts of the Mona Lisa that nobody has ever seen. And I got so many more things, cause I'm rolling in the green.
How can he afford this? 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 How does he do it? How can he afford this?
You know, it's pretty gauche to talk about money. Just enjoy things. Look, I have a version of the statue of the Tower of Pisa. It's not even leaning over.
You've got a regular standing straight up Tower of Pisa.
Ramrod, baby. I got, you know, the bean in Chicago used to be part of a whole can of beans. See that giant can?
That's where they came from.
Oh, yeah. You know, the Space Needle?
Yeah.
I got the space spool of thread.
Whoa.
I'm turning it on to a giant mini golf course, or as some people call it, golf.
Oh, Brunson, I have just one of many onlookers here. We're just dying to know, what kind of life have you led to get us here?
Well, I've had, you know, the same 70 years as everyone else. Oh, God, I hope they don't figure out that I'm immortal and have had 1,000 years to go around the world.
What did he say? What did he say? I
I
didn't
think
hear
he
him.
said something about wanting a mortgage.
Yes, I was just whispering into the
His banker
original talk boy from Home Alone 2.
What's
to
a
New
talk
York.
boy?
It's
To
like-
New York. Oh, I can. You don't know what a talk boy is?
No.
He's got one right there.
Oh.
It's that gray thing that you talk into and you record. Oh my God, I've always wanted a talk
keep
boy.
the change, you filthy animal. That thing?
I believe it's a play on Walkman. Talk
Oh.
boy. It was to market to kids and
I
also to
understand.
me, Brunson.
You know so much, Brunson.
Well,
Excuse me?
hello?
I'm sorry to interrupt, but the door was open.
Yes, the door that I stole. That's the first door.
Yes.
Wow.
I just noticed there was a plank of wood hovering in the air, and I thought that meant it's open. Are you Brunson?
One and only.
Oh, I think you might be my father.
And the whole crowd gasps.
What?
But Brunson never fathered any children. Not that he would tell us about it.
You must just be after my money, street urchin.
I'm not a street urchin. I do sometimes do pharmaceutical sales.
If you have to have an actual job, that's urchin enough by my standards.
Well, it's sort of my side job because, I guess I just, my name is Barbara. You could call it a good name. Some people might say Barbara. That's kind of an old name if you're 18. But my mother said, I want to name you like something from history. 'Cause the guy who knocked me up, he loved history. So she called me Barbara. And I'm Barbara.
Barbara.
She called me Barbara. I'm Barbara.
18th birthday. Here, Barbara, take this little test. I said, Mom, what is this thing? She said, you gotta know your history, you've gotta know your past. And it was a 23 and me. The results came back quickly, and I found you on Google. The results told me your name, but I had to search you just the same. So Brunson, I think you're my dad, and I'm Barbara. I'm Barbara. My name is Barbara. I'm Barbara.
Well, this is really dropping a bomb. You look familiar, but I can't say I know your mom. Who is it? She said that I love history. Oh, Barbara, who is your mom? Please solve this mystery.
Her name's Eileen. Eileen McRae. Eileen. From Philadelphia. Eileen McRae. She said you had 2 dates and then you had to go to a store or yard sale or something else. She said you left and never called her again.
Eileen McRae.
And I'm Barbara.
Barbara.
McGraley.
Well, this is a major shock. I mean, everyone at this party must have guessed I've bedded many women. But I never, I have issue with commitment. And, Barbara, your piercing blue eyes, you look just like me. I'm really sorry I don't remember your mom.
Well, I mean, if I look like you, it would make sense, you know?
And who am I to not trust 23 and me? Well, nice to meet you. Goodbye.
And he slams the door shut, the single door that's just standing in the middle of the yard.
Oh, that didn't go how I thought.
Ring, ring, ring. Ring, ring, ring.
Oh, my Motorola. Hello?
Hello, Barbara. It's me, your mother.
Mom?
I wish you'd come home and tell me where you went.
Mom, well, I came down to Texas.
It sounds like you were so far.
Well, from Philadelphia, that is pretty far.
Pretty far?
Mom, what's going on? You sound distressed.
No, I just got in from running.
Mom, I told you you're not supposed to be running.
It wasn't for sport. I was being chased.
What?
The bear's back.
What? The bear?
The bear's back.
You know what? It's crazy that we have a bear in a city.
The bear? I think only I see it.
Mom, you're not supposed to be running. You're supposed to be taking your medication.
But the bear.
Mom, please, okay? I'm all the way in Texas.
It was messing with my azaleas.
Mom, please, you promised you would take care of yourself while I was away.
And my azaleas. Where are you, darling?
I'm still in Texas. Do you think you can hold on for like 6 hours if I could catch an immediate flight?
Yes. But if that bear shows up, who knows what I might do?
Mom, just hang in the house. There's no real bear, okay? I'll be right there.
Wait a second.
Times are hard.
Hang up that phone call so I can talk to you.
My Motorola?
Yeah, I just opened the door again.
I saw.
Is your mother talking about that Philadelphia bear, sometimes called the Hershey bear?
Yes. I mean, she thinks it's the Hershey bear. I keep trying to tell her that Hershey's actually in Western Pennsylvania and that Milton Hershey, the founder of Hershey, never went to Philadelphia with his bear. But she keeps telling me that there's a bear that's called the Hershey bear in our backyard in Philadelphia.
Wow, Barbara really knows her history. She must be Brunson's daughter.
I thought you hung up.
No, that was a guest.
Listen, there's been a bear. I can't. I've been alive for a very long time. I know I look old to you, but probably even older than you think I am.
I was going to guess like 64.
That's very kind of you. You know what? You're starting to grow on me. But I've had one adversary. Someone turn off the Beatles.
Sorry, I found this old gramophone.
That was Paul McCartney's gramophone. Turn it off.
Wait, hold on. What's an adversary?
Like an enemy. I've had one mortal enemy my whole life. You know, bears go back a really long time. Probably before history itself. No, definitely before history itself.
Like-
You know, the term prehistory just means pre-writing things down, right?
What?
Anyway, there's this bear I've been trying to fight for decades. And, if your mother sees it too, then you're even more my daughter than I thought you were.
I mean, she sees it. And it's funny because she never actually saw it when I was little, but I used to always see it, and then I would talk about it, and then she started repeating so that I would feel better about it. And anyway,
It's our family lore.
I guess so. I don't know. What do you do with a bear in a city?
Shoot it.
What? No, okay? No, that's the thing. I don't like violence or anything bad. I don't want anything to disturb me, Dad. Can I call you that? Or are we there yet, Brunson?
It's been a weird day. Go ahead.
I like things to just be kind of fine. It was big for me to come here and even just say to you, I think you might be my dad. Like my anxiety's popping, Brunson. If we go back to Philadelphia, which you are more than welcome to do, just promise you'll be nice to the bear, or I'll be sad that I introduced you.
Chicks and ducks and geese gonna scurry when I shoot this bullet so blurry. I'm gonna shoot this bear in Philly. Oh yeah.
No.
I'm gonna kill that bear. I'm gonna kill that bear. My only adversary. Gonna kill that bear.
I gotta go. I'm hanging up the phone once again. I'm putting it in my pocket and I'm leaving. Please don't follow me, Brunson. Please.
Okay, I definitely won't follow you in this model of the Titanic I have that can also fly.
Wow.
Goodbye, Barbara. I'll see you again later. I'm gonna kill that motherfucking bear. Gonna kill that bear. Gonna bring it down there. If I was in the woods, yeah, I wouldn't care between the man and the bear. I would always shoot the bear. I'm gonna kill that bear. I'm gonna kill the bear.
We cut to Philadelphia. It's a bustling city. Everything's happening, and there in the middle of it sits Eileen. She leans up at a windowsill with her chin rested on her hand, and she looks out at the city, but she's really watching over her garden.
Eileen.
Yeah? Yeah?
It's me, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
Eileen, I brought you a soft pretzel from Wawa.
Oh, Tom, now's really not the time.
What?
I'm all distraught. I just had a conversation with Barbara, and before that, you wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Eileen, I'm pretty sure my track record is pretty good about believing you.
That's true. You believe me about all the other whimsical animals that have showed up here in time?
Yeah. You talked about a raccoon on a motorcycle.
Uh-huh.
You talked about an alligator in the sky.
That one I think was real.
You talked about a dinosaur, which I don't even believe in, but I believed you.
Tom, we gotta talk about that. This time it was a bear.
That one's the most normal thus far. Just standing?
It was messing with my garden. Right out there in my backyard.
That garden's very beautiful, Eileen. I've been meaning to tell you that.
Thank you, Tom.
One of your azaleas even came over the fence.
Really?
Yeah, and I've been staring at it.
Oh, Tom. You always know just what to say to calm me down.
I think your azalea is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Well, Tom, sometimes I hear the music you play late at night, and
No, you're not supposed to hear that.
Tom, you should
That's
really
in my basement.
Tom, you can. We're living right next door. Your house is a foot away from mine.
It's just an accordion. Don't tell anyone.
Tom,
Don't tell anyone.
Tom.
I've been practicing accordion.
Tom, look at me, and she grabs his chin. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. Okay, let's go with the chin.
I don't know what to do with that compliment.
Maybe sometime next when I'm working in my garden, you could, I don't know, play for me.
No one ever wants to hear.
Ooh.
No one ever wants to hear my accordion.
I do.
Everyone says, Tom, you're not a one-man band. And I can't get a single wedding gig.
Oh, Tom, when you come over, well, it makes me so happy. Oh, Tom, you may not be a one-man band, but you're the one man for me. Tom,
You know I play the accordion, so that means that I'm a big virgin, Eileen.
oh, Tom.
If we're gonna take it further, I gotta know that I'm the only one for you.
Well, as you know, I have a daughter, and she takes up all of my time. But you should know that her father, we only had sex the one time, and that was it. That's all I've done. That is all of my fun. I've saved the rest for the very best, and that could be you. Oh, Tom. Oh,
I mean, to give you sweet nothings, Eileen. I lean over the fence sometimes to look at you, my dear.
Oh, Tom, sometimes I wish that you and I were an Tom.
That is good, my dear. Oh, come on, Eileen. Come on, Eileen.
I wanna play you like a tom-tom. Let's drum, I think.
That might go with my accordion, in which case I'd accept as long as you didn't sort of overpower me, because I've been working on this a whole time. Oh,
Tom,
could I come in with this pretzel?
please.
Thank you.
The whole time this is happening, there has been a full-on bear trampling the back garden. And who sees it from above but Brunson in his floating Titanic?
Floating Titanic.
He locks eyes with the bear. You son of a bitch!
Brunson. It's me, Bearson.
God damn it, Bearson!
Brunson and Bearson. Looks like we've found each other again.
Yes, we have been connected through time, through space, through cosmic energy, and now through my family.
You may be immortal, Brunson, but your daughter isn't.
You leave her alone. I've known her for 8 minutes, and I love her already.
I've been following her whole life. It's kind of a weird thing to do to a kid, wouldn't you think?
Yes.
But it's because of revenge.
If you have beef with me, then take it out on me.
Your daughter's finally 18, and that means I can murder her.
Whoa.
Murder her.
Don't ever say your daughter's finally 18 to
Let
me
me
again.
finish.
Or that.
Oh,
Start again.
You always twist my bare words. Get down here off that floating Titanic.
Okay, fine. And he gets in a lifeboat that looks like a door
Oh, it's so majestic.
and slowly floats down.
Oh, Brunson, if you weren't immortal, I would rip you to pieces.
Brunson lands squarely on the azaleas. Look, if we have to end this now.
No. Not after what you did. back in 1602.
Remind me what historically was going on in 1602.
You don't remember what was happening in 1602?
I want to hear you say
You
it.
don't remember London?
How could I forget?
We cut to 1602.
Oh, yeah.
Here we have Guy Fawkes preparing for something that would happen 3 years later. Guy Fawkes Night, November 5th, in London, 3 years later. One of the Charleses is king, I believe. A James or a Charles, you see. And people are they're unhappy. So Guy, he's preparing. There's a bear, and the bear's not friends with the beefy tares. Brunson, Bearson, I can't figure out what to call you, said Guy Fawkes.
Bearson's fine.
Bearson, that's what your name shall be.
Excuse me, I don't think there should be a bear. I mean, there's lots of weird things going on in the city, but just he shouldn't be there. We should kick him on out, and
What's your name again, son?
My name rhymes with your question because my name is Bronson.
All right, you are no longer a beef eater, and if you have any beef with that, blame this bear. He's taking your position, man. You're out of here, man. This is the one I want to guard me, Guy Fawkes.
And then Brunson did the most terrible thing. He went to the coppers and he sold out the bear. And then that bear got kicked out of London forever. And Brunson, he just did not care.
And we're still upset that Elizabeth has died. She was the best, and that's just something I'm saying.
Also, there's too many religious people here. We should send them off to the New World in about 20 years.
Quiet, man. That's enough of you. We're British, man. You know what? Get yourself to the Americas.
Fine, I will sail in a boat far away with us. I'll go with my friend. His name's Columbus, and I know that was about 200 years ago. But he is immortal too.
In 1602, that's where this beef began. In 1602,
You haven't been paying attention then. Our beef goes back even further. Yes, back to the cave. Back when I was fighting you in my leopard skin because I'm so brave. Man and beast have been at war since the beginning of time. You got yours because you're the strong one, but now I'm in line. Back in the cave. Back in the cave. Now 1,000 years after the birth of Christ when we were living in caves.
we cut back, flashback all the way forward. Oh, Brunson.
You son of a bitch.
Don't tell me you forgot about that.
I lost my accent and it was on purpose. People made fun of me for speaking in a British accent, so now I kind of have this weird amalgamated American accent to fit in.
Your daughter's on her way home, Brunson. And when she gets here, yum, 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 bear snack time.
No.
I'm going to eat your daughter.
No, she's going to eat you, except she's going to fully cook you because it's a real thing that if you eat undercooked bear meat, you get worms. There's worms in you, Bearson.
That's right, these worms have lived centuries, and these worms are smarter than you'll ever be. Oh.
Excuse me. My name's Tom.
Hi, Tom.
I'm sorry. I just noticed that there were some people out here, and by people I mean one human and one bear.
Hi.
And I thought if someone was hungry, I picked up this Hershey bar at Wawa.
Why is this guy talking like Abbott Elementary?
I don't know what that is, but I appreciate that I'm talking like anyone because really life is about connection. And if I'm connecting on some other sort of way, then, Anyway, does anyone want a Hershey bar?
No, I'll take some water, though.
Okay.
Because my throat is raw from yelling at my nemesis!
And I'll take a fresh little Barbara.
Excuse me.
No.
Excuse me.
Hmm?
I'm looking at this candy bar. Are you the Hershey bear?
I was. I've lived a long life. But this man's taken everything from me.
The Hershey bear, meaning Milton H. Hershey's pet bear, who helped him start the orphanage in Hershey, Pennsylvania in 1899?
That's right. I've always been drawn to great men.
And children, apparently.
Just to eat them. She's an adult now.
Ugh, God.
Well, why would you want to eat children? Did they ever eat you?
I only want to eat one adult who used to be a child, who is the child of my mortal enemy.
I'd rather you eat me. I've only known Barbara for 12 minutes.
I can't eat you. How I wish I could rip you open like that Hershey bar.
How I wish I could skin you and have you be a rug in my collection of things around the world.
Whoa. Does anyone need some accordion?
Maybe.
Listen.
But don't tell me you like accordion music,
I
too.
like all kinds of things. I'm an eclectic bear.
I love accordion music.
Look, I'm going to play you guys something that I've been testing out for a wedding gig. Here I go. Hold on. I got to clear my throat because it's part of it, and I got to crack my knuckles.
Oh.
Okay, here I go.
That music. I love it.
Oh, it's so soothing for the soul. It's like Weird Al Yankovic, but even hotter.
Carnival. I love it.
This is an accordion solo. Here it is. I'm playing another accordion solo. Here it is. Now I'm going to play an accordion solo with my left hand. Here it is. Now I'm going to play an accordion solo with my nose. Get ready. Here it is. Now you're both laughing because the accordion is fun. And now we're having fun in the backyard, everyone. So maybe you should not fight or eat each other's family. I meant to say eat each other's family.
Wow, that was incredible.
I feel like a changed bear.
How did you play the drums at the same time?
Oh, that actually, hold on. I'm going to show you one thing with the drums right now.
Okay, please.
So right now I'm going to do my favorite thing, and it's in 7/8 time, and it's just a really quick little thing I'm going to do on the drums right now.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
And I've been practicing that because once I play that at the gigs, people go nuts.
That was amazing. Ugh,
Yeah.
It's like what they say that music can even tame the savage beast. And I'm looking at you, you ugly beast.
How dare you? I'm the Hershey bear.
What, are you a hockey player?
I don't want to fight anymore. That music, it inspired me.
It was so beautiful.
And just then, Barbara entered.
Get behind me, Barbara.
Barbara, you're home. It's me, your mother, Eileen.
Come on, Eileen.
Branson,
I do remember you.
what are you doing in my backyard? With the bear. And Tom?
I'm sorry about the azaleas.
Wait, this is the guy?
It's everyone in my life that I've ever loved.
Mom, are you dating Tom now?
Maybe. Time will tell. We're definitely.
You loved me?
You loved her? Him?
I made love. And to do that, you need to be in love just a little bit. I was taken away by his charms and his knowledge of history. It was almost like he'd been there the whole time.
I have been here a very long time. It's, listen, I've been alive. Let's just say I've been around the world in the last 1,000 years. And, the only way I could keep my immortality is by keeping a secret. And it's so hard when the only person who knows your deepest secret is a fugly bear.
I'm pretty cute by bear standards.
And, but now I finally have something worth living for. I have a beautiful daughter, and I would love to be a part of your life if you'll have me, and if that's okay with your mother and your mother's boyfriend, who is just the best musician I've ever seen. And I've seen every musician in the last 1,000 years. So, Bear,
Brunson?
if you will join me in confessing the secret that we share,
Yeah,
then we'll become mortal, and I'll just be a regular 70-year-old dude.
our big secret.
Yeah, well, I kind of already said it. I'm immortal. I can't say your half of the secret.
I'm immortal.
There it is.
What?
And just like that, we watch as sparkles come off their body. They lose their immortality and it drifts up into the sky.
Oh my god.
And just to be clear, the rules of this are we are now whatever age we appear to be and will live out like the rest of time accordingly.
And
Yeah.
that's just because you said that?
I've been keeping that secret for 1,000 years, and
That-
all it took was the love of a child and
I'm 18
most,
now.
and the most beautiful music I've ever heard. You're my child.
That ancient wizard told us that as long as we didn't tell anyone we were immortal, we would stay immortal.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, well.
And that ancient wizard died like 800 years
He
ago.
was not immortal.
But his spell lasted until today.
Well, how does it feel?
Honestly, no different right now.
No, it feels about the same.
Yeah. Look, you have a beautiful Philadelphia home, but if any of you, even you, Bear, if you ever want to come to my disgustingly large home in Texas with a backyard full of things I should probably return, but won't, much like the British Museum, my home is your home.
Tell me, Brunson, do you have a statue of David?
I have a statue of every Bible guy.
Whoa, I love those guys. I'll come.
And look, if you want to come back to Texas, if you want to leave Philly, you can. But you have to sing this song with me as we evacuate. It's great to be an evacuee. It's great to be an evacuee. It's great to be an evacuee. Evacuating places throughout history.
I can't believe it's me, Eileen, and I can't believe I found someone. Oh, Tom, won't you come with me to Texas for our lives to really begun?
I'm so
was saying.
What a goofy one. That's so funny.
No, go ahead.
I was saying when we were walking over here, I was like, I love playing with Kat because she always plays like wacky in just the right way.
Yeah.
Like this was so unhinged, but also so contained. I loved it.
Also, that's hilarious because I played 2 human characters in this dimension and day,
Yes.
and you guys played bears and people from
You're the wacky one.
in
Kat.
a Titanic spaceship, and
That's true. You just played like a dude from Philly. You just sound like my uncle.
I think it's that you play them so hard that it's just like it reads as like just the funniest thing in the world. I love playing with you, Kat. This
I
is
love
so
playing
fun.
with you guys. This is fun.
Now.
Oh, right. We're not
Before
done
we
yet.
get too excited,
Oh,
the music has not stopped yet.
okay.
Kat.
Yeah.
Please don't
Every
stop the
episode of
music.
Charm Scene.
Thank you.
Every episode of Charm Scene, we need to know which of these characters, of the plethora of characters that we had, you found to be the most charming that you think deserves a little extra moment in the spotlight.
Okay, you're looking panicked, so I wrote some character names down.
I actually have one.
Oh, never
Yes.
mind.
Don't
No,
need it.
I do. I am excited about that. But we had the other guy at the house at the beginning who in Texas, and it's like the door was slammed on him or it was in the air and we never followed up with him.
Oh, yeah.
And who knows what he wanted to get in his life from that yard in Texas and what he was trying to do. I would love to know a little
This
bit
is the
more about
guest
him.
guy?
Yeah, the guest
That was you,
at the
Austin.
thing.
Yeah.
That's okay. So like this whole thing has been transpiring in Philly, and so this guest has been like alone in
Yes.
this backyard full of treasures.
Exactly.
I want to know his thoughts and actions.
Okay, I want to go from the moment that Brunson leaves.
Cool. And remember, it's 84 degrees and sunny.
Okay, that's
Yes.
good to know.
Okay,
Yeah.
the Titanic ship is floating away.
Wow. I guess that's how the 1% lives. But look at me here, in this big old backyard all by myself. You're not doing so bad yourself, Tyler. This backyard could be mine, at least for now. I can pretend that all these things are mine. I mean, just wow. I can crawl inside these big old structures like a mouse. I can sleep on top of the very top of the Sydney Opera House. Because for just however long he's gone, I'll pretend that this is my back lawn. Yeah, forever long he's gone. I'll just say, at least inside, this is my back lawn. I can shout at all the neighbors passing by. I can say, this is my property, stay on your side. I can make myself believe in all my wealth. And I can finally do something to take care of my health. Because forever, however long he's gone, I'll pretend this is my back lawn. However long he's gone, I'm gonna pretend that this is my very own back lawn. You know, life has not been kind to me. No, Tyler's had a real bad run. I live in a studio apartment and I don't have any friends or fun. But I go around to these open houses to see what I can find. And for at least these next few minutes, I'll leave it behind. 'Cause however long he's gone, I'll pretend this is my back lawn. However long he's gone, I'll pretend for just this once, for just my life, this is my back lawn. Oh shit, he's coming back. Well, yay!
Imagine if if that whole show took place over the course of just the length of that song.
It
That's
feels
it.
like
It's very short.
it feels like it did. What time flies when you're having fun.
It's just one guy. He barely got to do anything. He's just running around.
Yeah. I like that he slept on the Sydney Opera House.
I like that he tried a high note that he doesn't have today.
You could just do what I did and cover it by saying, I'm choked up.
He's just so emotional. Tyler's never had access to this kind of wealth before.
I like how you name a lot of your characters Tyler.
It's Tyler. I do name a lot
If
of
anyone is an avid fan of this show, please go back and count how many times we've had a character named Tyler. I bet it's like 5.
I bet. We don't.
Also,
We're just going to keep doing
Fun
it.
fact: the next guest coming on is named
His
Tyler.
name Tyler.
Oh.
In about 5 minutes.
Whoa. We're not going to tell you which Tyler, though. You'll have to listen in for
Yeah.
that one. Folks,
Wait a week.
let's talk about all these wonderful people in the room. I want to send a big personal thank you to the amazing, incredible music director. It's Sam Scheidler on the keys. Man, that stuff Cat had you doing earlier, what a time. What a time. And of course, keeping the beats in 7/8 time. It's the one, the only. It's Chris Ditton on the drums.
And delighting us all with her jazzy voice and her great ideas and her grounded character work tonight is Cat McDonnell.
Thank you for acknowledging that.
Now, Cat, this is a podcast. No one is watching this live. We're all in this room, but they're listening to it whenever they do. But we love sending people to live shows to see this stuff for real,
Yes.
live. That's when it's at its best.
Wherever you are, there's live shows, there's live comedy, live art, whatever. Go see it. And if you live in Chicago, you can see Cat in some live shows, such as
Yes, Phony on Sundays, and then we'll be doing more runs in the future.
Yeah.
And then
at IO Theater.
at IO Theater, at the IO, and then playing with Sam, touring the country, and then doing the best ofs and stuff at Second City. We have a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's so cool. You go, everybody go see
You
Cat.
guys are working on a holiday show, right?
We are. We're gonna be in Aurora.
Ooh, if you're one of our many Aurora, Illinois listeners, go see
Paramount
the Second
Theater.
City Holiday Show. And then, of
That
course,
rocks.
last but not least, we gotta acknowledge the podcast you're listening to now. We have been Charm Scene. Thank you so much for listening, Kat. Thank you so much for joining
Thanks for
us.
having me.
We put out new episodes every single Tuesday. Please tell your friends, spread the good word of Charm Scene, and you can find more at Charm Scene Pod on Instagram.
Thank you again to the bear-like Austin Packard.
And of course, the amazingly wealthy Lily Ludwig.
Until next time.
You just got charmed.